Hello, this is another video. I'm in the house and I decided to do, what the hell, second video. Alright, this is not the unboxing, but the reveal of a history of what I was telling you from my first video of the unboxing of the Glary bass. This is the second. This is the story of the STAGG Paul, which is the STAGG guitar. Now, you can see it's just like anything else. Now, I'm going to tell you about a history about this one particular guitar. This is a nice looking playing guitar. It's one piece. And this STAGG is something different. And you can see how round and beveled, just like... Okay, I'm going to tell you about the history of this. Now, sit down and relax. I gotta go get something to drink. Well, now this is how this came about. In the very beginning, one of my former bandmates went to the music store together, and I purchased a 7-string Schecter Omen 7, and my friend was like, hey, you know, I shouldn't have sold the Les Paul that, because he knew he made a mistake. He sold the Les Paul. I sold him really cheap when it cost me a lot of money. It cost me $300. I charged him $100 for the guitar, and he sold it. And, well, question is why he sold it. Well, you know, people with nasty habits really could get to it. Well, this one particular guitar, he said, Steve, do you have like a Les Paul looking thing, a Les Paul looking kind of guitar? That's kind of cheap, affordable. He says, yeah. So he showed him this, and he says, yeah, look in the back. So he looks in the back, and there was a blue one, but it was different. It was not like this style, and if you can see, like Les Paul style, not like this style. It had a little bend. It had a little bend like this, like similar to a teletype. And oh yeah, this and that, I like that, blah 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 blah. So when I bought this 7-string Schecter, which I will do a review on that with you guys. I'm sure you've seen many reviews of that guitar, and it's badass. Oh, I got guitars to show you, but that's a different time. As far as the story of what this was, second time we went back over there, he sold the blue one, and he had this black one. He just put this black one out there. He put this black one right out there, and he was like, oh, how much? Blah, blah, blah. I says, about the same, $200, $225. What's about something like 250 or something like that, 235, something like that shit. So I said, oh, well, hey, blah, 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 I want it, blah, blah, blah. And they start putting down payment on it. And it held this one until we paid it off. And then he came pick it up, and we picked it up. Well, came to pick it up, fell in love with it, blah, blah, blah. And it played it. Now, to remind you that issues, to remind you, over here and over here was perfect. No binding. It's kind of solid straight down, up and down. Now, that's solid. And it's a solid body. So now, what happened was, I go to his house, and he goes, oh, I gotta do this. Gotta do some running around. I need to make some cash. Blah, 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 blah. So he's getting rid of a few stuff. Okay, no problem. Now, I said, well, what are you doing? And he says, well, I got to get rid of a few stuff. And I was not even sure. So he owed me money to the car that he wanted to buy from me, which was a Volvo. And I thought about it. He was going to cash this in. And I was like, so I'll tell you what, all right, no problem. So I was able to obtain this, and the first thing I did for myself was, when I got the first things I realized was he had pot issues. He had serious pot issues, and I said, okay, serious pot issues. It was dangling around. It was really messed up, and there was nothing really wrong. Pickup was too black on black, So I says, well, if I'm gonna do the pots. Now I was not going to just do 500K. Now, I seen these pots were like super small, exceedingly small. Well, I bought four. I bought 1 megs. 4 1 meg pots. And what I ordered was these ceramics, the ceramic pick, Les Paul style kind of pick. Now, to say something that my friend Wesley put this pick guard on it for some reason that he wanted to make it look like exactly Les Paul, which actually fits on there, right? He says he was not going to put it on there, but he wanted to put it on there anyway. So it gave a little flavor. And to give that, I added these on. So I changed these both. They're waxed ceramics. And I put 1 meg Darios, what? Yeah, Damasio's on here. So Damasio 1 megas, and they were big quarter size, not dime ones, quarter. So yeah, and little modification to it. And I rewired it. After I got the pickups, I rewired it, blah, 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 put everything together. Then I put new strings on. All together, I put black strings on at the time. Now, after I got done with it and I played it, I showed him, hey, check this out, blah, 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 blah. And I showed him, bam. It was like, oh, man, dude, wow, that came out beautiful. Wow. I mean, I said, yeah, you had pot issues, but I straightened that out and I put 1 megs. And I changed those pickups and I put wax ceramics on here. I mean, yeah, I did it. So, yeah. And then he was like, oh, I gotta have it, I gotta have it, I gotta have it. He had in his house, he never paid me for the whole thing. And he wind up going back to the music shop with this after putting the locking tuners and this. And after I put these in and all that, well, needless to say, he needed money for something. And we know about nasty habits, and people with nasty habits is pointing shit or whatsoever. It happens. And you got some people that, I don't know why people do that stuff. They spend a whole bunch of money, then realize, oh my God, why did I spend them? Why did I do that for? Go figure, you know. Well, I wind up. Well, I knew the situation. See, this over here with the nut on top here, this nut cover, came from. I bought truss rod covers. And what happened was there was one that he did not put on. He didn't want to put the old one on, and he kept on the old one. What I did was I took this one and I kind of reshaped it, and I used some chrome stick. It's like a chrome plating that you put right over the one, over the side cover. It's a chrome, and I add that to that, and I shaved it down, and I made it look really good. So it actually has a chrome that actually match with that. So here it is. I made it match, polished it a little bit with the Dremel system that I got. Here it is. I got something really nice. So when I repurchased it back, I bought this with 3/7 strings. I bought this with 3/7 strings and a whole bunch of stuff that he just got rid of. And yeah, for one price, I bought basically everything with the little amps and the leather straps with the lockings and all that. Well, it came down. I bought everything because I know he was just kind of mixed up himself. He says, why is he doing this? He buys all this stuff and then goes on doing it over and over again. Well, come on, put 2 and 2 together. Some people are not meant to be musicians, or they're not musicians. They just give up too easy. And here it is. I got this back, and I said, well, well, I got this back, and I've never since then. I got this back, and I play it. I like the way these pickups sound. I also got these on Amazon too. It sounds different. It sounds way different than the ones that were originally on it. They were just simply humbucker, passive, and they were passive. But with the 1 meg, helped out a lot. Nice feel, American made. DiMaggio 1 megs. Since I'm a luthier, I do make guitars. And I do modifications to guitars whatsoever. But this over here, this history of this guitar, it only passed between two hands. Between him to me. And then it went back to him, but went back to me because I put a lot of work into this guitar. But at the same time, what I did was righteous. I didn't want to sell it, but he insisted to me that he wanted to buy it back. Apparently, he did not keep up with it. So, this is how it happened. So now, I got this guitar. It sounds great. Apparently, it's 12 o'clock, and of course, 12 o'clock, you cannot play in the middle, you can't play at nighttime. Only in the van, I can, but I'm not in the van, I'm in the house. So, now, it's according to what it's going to be like for a little while. This guitar for STAGG, my light's dying out. For STAGG, it is really, I mean, I got it exactly down to the way the Les Pauls would have it. The action, I have it before when he had it, had high action. The action was high. The truss rod was, so. But, no, there's no tearing of the hand. That's one thing. And what I did was, I adjusted everything from here, over here. Everything's perfect. Now, I got the perfect. It's really like the Les Paul, like if you pay him was playing. Now, this is not a bad guitar. I mean, I played the Stratocaster version of the STAGG. And yet, again, nice finishes, nice playing ability. So it's not a bad guitar. I mean, yes, it's maybe cheap. Yeah, but, again, good guitars, cheap price, affordable prices, and you probably get the same kind of quality feel when you play it. As long as it's properly set up by a good luthier. But this is a trick. This is not just a trick, but it is a trade. And this is what I do. I do make guitars, and I will review some of my guitars and some of my instruments on my channel. So if you like to see what I got, what I like to build whatsoever, I'm gonna put on here. All right, so that's the story of this. What they call I'm lost Stag Paul, you know, so give me thumbs up, and if you want to hear more, hey, but this is not a bad guitar. I like this. This is a go-to guitar when I want to shred. And this also is the kind of guitar that I would take with me to a gig and not have to worry about, it's going to be a working guitar. It's a working guitar because I have a lot of nice guitars. I will show you more. And right here, I'll leave it up. It says, keep on jamming. Don't quit. Stay off the drugs. Don't stop pouring in stuff. If high and strung, if you're high and strung, don't buy anything expensive. That's the way it is. All right. There'll be more content very soon. I'm going to just throw more content up. I'm going to show you my RG 7-string. I'm not going to show you the other 7-string, but I'm going to show you the Schecter 7-string, and I'm going to show you the RG series as a 7-string. What I did with right there was really, there's a story behind that too, but that's another time. All right, and I'll keep you posted.